Today we're gonna do some makeup with all of my cheapest products. I thought this would be kind of fun to try just to see kind of how they hold up, what they look like. So I went through all of my collection and I just found the absolute cheapest stuff that I have. Unfortunately, it's not that cheap anymore. All makeup is so expensive now, but this is the cheapest stuff I have and we're gonna put it on the face and see how it wears. I'll first just clip my bangs back so you can see the full face here. I do already have my skincare on and I put some sunscreen on. It's kind of a tinted sunscreen, so I got that all on. I will start with some bronzing drops. I really just want to wear these today because I can and I'm really white. And so some days I'm just like, I just want to look tanner today. So I got this Be Pure bronzing drops and these were from the dollar store. So obviously the cheapest ones I have, these are $1.25. I'm not sure if they still have them, but you can go definitely check your dollar store and see. They're very bronze. I know that looks really scary, but I'm just gonna blend it and see. And if I can blend it all around, it will look good. These are really dark. I forget how dark these are. I'm looking a little bronze. Hopefully the foundation will kind of correct this for us. I'm used to my Physicians Formula ones where like they're not that bad and I can just put them all over my face and they really blend in really well. These, I forget how bronzy they are. Oh boy. You can see like it is bronze. It's just like bronze liquid, but it's really good. Be Pure brand from Dollar Tree. I feel like it has pretty good stuff. I've tried several things from them and I think it's pretty good. I just like avoid Dollar Tree now though, because I don't know what price anything is in there anymore. I feel like it's all just a mess. So I really haven't gone there in a while and I don't really plan to. It's just not my favorite store anymore. I think a lot of us feel that way. I got those on. So my foundation is the Catrice. This is the Liquid Coverage Foundation. This is really, really good. It's about $10 on Amazon. I know there are cheaper foundations available, but this is like, I think the cheapest one I have. I don't think I have one that's cheaper than this, which is also unfortunate, but I really love it. This is such a good foundation. It blends really well. I'm trying just not to get too much. It does definitely work well for oily skin, which I also love about it. And I have this shade 20 Rose Beige. So let's see if I can blend this and kind of even out my bronzy skin now, because that's quite bronzy. I know that we're all about bronzing drops in the summer, but in the fall, I really like them. In winter, it kind of just gives your skin some color because we're missing it. And I feel like, you know, why not? Why not just apply them sometimes and look like you've been somewhere where there's a lot of sun, even though that's not at home. I think that looks so good. I'm gonna apply just a little bit more and build it just a tad more. I usually build just a little bit more like on my cheeks, always my nose. Nothing ever sticks to my nose. Sometimes just kind of this T-zone area too. When I build, I like to more pat it in as opposed to like spreading it out and blending it on my skin at first. When I do a second layer, I kind of more pat it. And I feel like that kind of helps it stay too. And we're not blending on top of what we've already blended. If that makes sense, we're just kind of patting over it just to create a little more coverage there. I got my new favorite earrings on again. This is the silver version. So it came in a 3-pack. There's like a rose gold, like a yellow gold, and then the silver. So pretty. I'm loving these earrings. I'll link them below. I showed them in my previous video, but this is the silver version. These are the 50 mm, I think. There's lots of different sizes. I think these ones are the 50 and they're like perfect for me. Like they're big hoops, but they're not like ginormous, but they're not too small where you can't really see them. I feel like this is a really good size. They're so light. I don't even notice that they're on. I love them. Sometimes I just go around my chest right here when I'm showing my chest and my face is obviously a different color than my chest. I get my foundation brush and it's kind of like I'm wiping it off and I just like really, really do that on my chest just to sort of match the face a little bit. I feel like that kind of blends things a little better. So I think that looks good. I'm going to do concealer next. And for concealer, I have my Elf. This is just a putty corrector concealer. I think this is just a couple dollars. I really like it. I think it's just really simple to use. And I'm going to try my new brush. This brush was like $3 on Amazon. Also one of my cheapest brushes. It's a really, really good dual end brush. And I'm going to use my thicker side and I'm just going to get a little bit here and we're just going to tap it underneath. I don't really need a ton of coverage today just because of what I already all have on, but just to brighten a little bit, I'm going to kind of do that on both sides, and then we'll blend it a little bit more with this kind of bigger one. Let's see how that works. This is a really good brush for putty concealer or putty corrector, because you can really just place it where you want it and it's like it's not sliding all over the place. I usually do any concealer or any corrector I'm putting on, I usually do it on my eyelids too, just to put some coverage there. And then I never use like an eyeshadow primer really. I like to just apply the concealer there and powder, and then I feel like I'm good to go with my eyelids too. But I don't even think I need to really spread it that much. I think I just need to cover it with powder now. And I think it will be pretty set. I don't think I really need to add much more. So the powder I have is I have my new Wet n Wild translucent. I was just talking about this. I'm kind of done and over the pink powders. So I wanted to get a translucent shade and just obviously use it just the same. Let me tear off. Oh boy, we're making a mess. Okay, well, that one everywhere. So like I was saying, I want to just get more translucent powders. I am over the pink powders. I like the translucent where it's like just more of a neutral, normal skin tone, right? See that? Versus like pink. Like you can definitely see the pink, I feel like, when you put that on. It is brightening, but I just want something a little more neutral these days. And not even like the banana. I don't even need a yellow. I just want neutral. So this translucent one, I feel like that looks really good. And I feel like that's just the neutral tone that I'm looking for. Really, really like that. This powder is just a couple dollars as well on Amazon. I'll link all of these below so you can check them out and get some if you want. But yeah, this was a really, I don't even, $3 or $4 this one was. Really, really good deal. And this is a great powder. See how it's just not changing my face color? I really love that. Like I said, I'm just the pink, I'm just kind of getting over the pink powders. I really like this more neutral. Can I say that enough? I've said that like 5 times now, but do you get it? Do you understand my message here? Just look at how nice that looks. Then I'm just going to cover my nose, that little redness on my nose with my essence powder. And this is the foundation. I like this because it really sticks really well and I just use a sponge. And while my foundation is wet, I apply this powder foundation just on the red nose. If anybody else has a red nose problem, this is such a good trick. Leave your foundation wet, apply the powder on top, make sure it's a foundation powder, and you'll get that coverage that will last all day, and it keeps it covered. I love doing this. I don't know if you can hear that creepy noise outside right now. It sounds like a train. I think that's a train, but that's a very scary noise. I am really loving the face today. I think that looks really good. I love this translucent powder. This is just my favorite. Next for brows, I just have my LA Girl pomade. This is the cheaper out of the two that I use. I have this pomade and then I have another one from Amazon, but this is a really good one. This is in the shade Soft Black. I kind of rotate between colors. And today I'm just feeling soft black today. We're going to put that on. So I'll finish my brows real quick and then we'll move on to the next steps. While I'm doing brows, I just thought of something to share. If you remember Walk to Remember, I know you do, if you're anywhere around my age, and that song Only Hope on there that Mandy Moore sings, I just recently listened to it again a while ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I haven't heard this song since I was in junior high, like years, how many years ago? I mean, 25? I haven't heard it in a very long time. And I just listened to it. I'm like, I remember this song. We loved this song. Everybody loved this song when the movie came out. And I've showed my 8-year-old daughter this song and she loves it. Like she's just like, this is my favorite song now. And she always wants to hear it in the car. And it's just so interesting, like when you're in junior high and when you're that age, like 13, 14, you would never think that one of your favorite songs, like your 8-year-old is going to love. Isn't that just crazy? I just feel like life is crazy, and growing up and having kids, and now like my 13-year-old, she listens to all this music that I listened to in junior high too, and like high school. And I'm like, how do you know these songs? And she's like, they're really popular now. And I'm just like, what? Like, this is what I used to listen to. I don't think music is as good these days as it used to be when we were growing up. And like all that kind of music is coming back. Like she listens to Avril Lavigne sometimes. And I'm like, how do you know her? Like, I knew her when I was your age, but I was 13. So it's just weird, just like how music kind of comes back, but especially stuff like that. Like it's like that was my favorite stuff. Like I grew up on all of these songs. Oh, my kids love Blink 182. What is that song? They love Miss You, and they love All the Small Things. Every time we get in the car, can we hear all the small things? My 5-year-old loves that song. And they all love it and sing it and they know all the words. And I'm just like, who would have thought, you know, this far into the future, my kids would be loving this music. It's just so funny. I bet yours are the same. Let me know if you kind of have that experience. It's just like, I never thought my 5-year-old and 8-year-old and 13-year-old would be rocking out to Blink 182 when I was a teenager, you know? So the bronzer I got is this Wet n Wild Duo, and I really am so excited to use this. This was like $3 on Amazon. I saw it just the other day and I thought like, oh, I really want to try that again. I used to use this all the time. Totally forgot about it. Let's see if I haven't gotten it open yet. Just so you know, it's been a couple minutes and I'm still trying to open this dang thing. Why is this so hard to open? Look at that. I cannot get that open. I have something sharp down here. Holy cow. That was quite a chore to get that open. Okay, so we're gonna do the bronzer side and then kind of go like underneath it with this one. And I have my other favorite new brush. This one was like $5 on Amazon. I'll also link it. And I talked about thinking about this side maybe is better for powder. I was trying to blend it with cream in my last video and it just wasn't working very well. So I'm gonna try it with powder and I'm gonna kind of just stamp it and see if I get some and just kind of stamp it if it works better. I think so. Let me know how you would use this one. I just feel like I'm a little bit stuck on how to use this one. It just doesn't blend. Well, I think it's working well. I was gonna say it doesn't blend great, but I think it's definitely for contour, you know, like that sharp, sharp contour. If you're really trying to get that look, which I love that look, I think maybe just to like really blend things out, I just feel like that side is way better. Maybe that's the point. It's more like applying with this side and then blending with this side. That may be the point of this brush. It's such a good brush though. Like it's such a good heavy duty quality brush. The bristles are really thick. I'm just like, how do I use this side? I mean, that's looking really pretty. That's looking really good. I miss this palette. I really love this one. This was the Dolce Vita one. I can't remember. I think they have a lighter version. I just saw this one on Amazon and thought this was the one I wanted to try. I am really liking that color. I think that is a really pretty color. Yeah, it's just like hard to blend with this. This would be a really good nose contour brush though. For sure it would work well with that because it just really wants to place the product and not really do much more with it. But blending it with this other side is awesome. That works really well. Did my mirror just die? Oh my gosh, my mirror just died again. So I'm just gonna trace my jaw with it too. And then I wanted to use this other side and just kind of clean up underneath. So I'm just going to use the same brush. Maybe this is good for this part too. Just kind of creating sort of a stripe right there, just to clean up there. That's good for that too. I think that works really well doing it that way and kind of using it for this brightening. You can even apply concealer right there and then dab it in with this one. I think that would work really well. But using this powder right there with this side of the brush, I think that looks good. And then I want to just go into the bronze again and see if I can just sculpt out my nose a little bit. I really like how it fits right there. That's really nice. When I bronze my nose, I really make sure I try to bring it down too and not just keep it right here. I try to kind of bronze the whole side of my nose. I think that gives it kind of a little better shadow. I love to do a little shadow under here too. I may come back with like eyeshadow and do some more lining with my lips, but I like to put bronzer right underneath my lip there. Again, creates a little bit of a shadow. Okay, bronzer is done. I think that's looking good. For blush, I have this AF94 blush. I think I got this at Ulta, but it's also at Walmart. It's only like $2. I just wanted to try it again. I know I tried it on another video. I can't remember which one it was, but it's a really pretty berry shade. And it had really good reviews and it was just a couple dollars. So I had to try it, but I'm gonna try it today. And I really wanna focus it just like out there. I don't really want much blush in this area. I like it just up here and just kind of raised. So you can more see my blush when I turn, but I don't want you to see a lot of blush when you're looking right at me. I'm just kind of getting over that look too. You know, looks change and preferences change. And I just have this flat brush here I'm gonna blend this with. It is a really pretty shade. See, I like it like that. I think that's looking really good. And I like how it just lifts the outside of my cheek there. Obviously, we know blush placement is so important. And if you're putting it right here, which I used to do bronzer here and blush. I feel like it makes my face look fuller. And so I'm trying to kind of change and do it out on the outside a little bit more and just see if I like that better, which I am kind of liking it a little better that way. So yeah, I'm sort of bringing it just a little bit down here, but I really like it out there. This is a really good, blush for like $2. Blends out pretty well for a blush stick. I think that looks really pretty. Tell me what you think. I really like that. I totally forgot setting spray, but what I would have used is my Mario Badescu setting spray. I think that's a cheaper one out of the two I have. I have a Morphe one and then that one. So pretend I'm spraying that on. That's what I would have used, and I'll link that below too. That's really good. Let's move on to eyes. So for eyes, I have my e.l.f. little teeny palette here. This is probably, it is so dirty. Sorry. This is probably the cheapest palette that I have. I was looking through all of them and I'm pretty sure this is the cheapest. This is a couple dollars as well. And we're just gonna do kind of a basic eye today. Maybe I'll do a halo eye. I really haven't shown that a lot on my channel and I really love halo eyes. So I'm gonna start with this deepest one. When I do a halo eye, I like to start very deep and then I get lighter and lighter as I build and go up. So first I just have a really small brush. I'm gonna go in the deepest shade and just start to create that crease, kind of that shape there on both sides. I think a good trick with eyeshadow too is starting deep and then going to lighter instead of starting light. Because then I feel like the deep really gets blended really well as opposed to trying to blend it, after everything's on. So you can just see already that shape we're creating. Really love that. I'm gonna start on this side now and just start to bring that up a little bit just to connect the two. We're kind of creating two half circles here. And I'm gonna go with the shade just next to it, a little bit of a bigger brush, and just start to blend this a little bit more, just a little bit higher. And we're still keeping that shape, but it's just getting a little more blended. Already, I feel like I'm almost done. I feel like that's just a really good, just daily eyeshadow look. I'm gonna do probably this same brush and go into this lightest one, and now we're just going to go over the lid. I love how pigmented this lightest shade is. It's really nice. And I love just the pop it gives, just that really pretty pop of color right there, or pop of no color, pop of brightness. And then we're just gonna rotate. So I'm gonna go back with my small one, just trace what we were doing before. You just keep doing this pattern until we get right where we want it with it. Okay, I'm gonna go back with this one, blend one more time. And just make sure we have enough right there. I'm gonna go into this one, this warmer one. Barely go over my line here in that crease, just to give a little bit of warmth right there in the center of it. Okay, that looks good. I'm trying to decide what color I want to do underneath. Maybe I'll do this warm shade. Let's just see what that looks like. I'm not sure if it's going to be deep enough, but we'll try. I think with what's left over on my brush and then using this, I think it works fine. I just didn't want to go too deep under there today. Let's keep it a little bit lighter, but still get some color there. I think I am done with the eyeshadow. I really like that. Something fun I got to try is this Essence Blend and Line little stick. This is like a eyeshadow stick. And I like to line with these. This is in the shade Full of Beans. Really pretty. It's kind of a bronzy brown. I think it does have a little bit of, not really shimmer, a little bit of glow to it. And I'm just gonna line the top with it and just gonna see. I know it's pretty light, but I think with this look, it's gonna be okay. I just didn't want like a really dark black line today. Oh, that looks really good. It's like the perfect brown. It's definitely deep enough, but it's not like black. It's not too deep. You can see it, I really like that shade. I need to use this more. Just applying there on the top lashes. I think it's so pretty. It's a little bit chunky, so it's a little bit harder to do like a thinner line as you go in, like I like to do. I'm trying here. Obviously, it's an eyeshadow stick, so it's meant to just put all over your eye, not necessarily to line like this. But I feel like using it to line is just such a good trick. I'm gonna get my brush I used for my eyebrows and just blend this a little bit, just to kind of spread it around. That looks good. I really think that's pretty. I wonder if I can line just my bottom too. Let's see. I just get a little bit underneath. That looks really good. I think I'm gonna stop there. I really like that eyeshadow stick. I need to use that a lot more. I'm just gonna blend just a little bit. For mascara, I have my Falsies Lash Lift by Maybelline. This is a really good mascara. I wanted to just do black today. I know usually I would do brown with this look, but I'm being crazy today. I'm going black. So I'm gonna apply that. I really like this mascara. This is just a new like trial size. It's really good though. I'm kind of surprised. I was kind of thinking Maybelline was on the lower end for mascaras, but this one's kind of surprising me. It's pretty good. I don't know if you can see my cat back there, but she ventured out. She was brave and she went outside. Typically she doesn't go outside, but she's staring like very intently at something and I can't see what it is. But I bet she won't pounce on it. She's too scared to do that. She's gonna stalk it like that. Kind of funny. This mascara really is more like volumizing than some others I have. That's what I really like about it. And it's brand new and it's working really well. Just right out of the tube, just brand new. So this is a good one. My cat's name is Trixie, by the way. We've had her for 5 years. I think we got her when my son was born that same year. And she's fat. That's all I can say. She's a scaredy cat and she's fat. And she kind of hates us. And she's very terrified of ceiling fans. She won't go in a room with the ceiling fan. And if she does, to get to her food or something, she stares so intently at it, like it's gonna attack her or something. I don't know where she got this trauma from ceiling fans, but she is terrified of them. If I turn one on, oh, she's out of there. Like she just bolts. Mascara is on. See, that looks really pretty. I really like that. Really liking the eyes today. Okay, for a highlight, I forgot about that, but I have this Essence Pure Nude. I'm pretty sure this is still kind of the cheapest highlight that I've seen around and the cheapest one I have for sure. I'm trying to think, I didn't really bring a brush for this. I'm just gonna use this fluffy one and we'll just do a little bit. I typically don't wear highlight anymore because I kind of got textured skin and I'm very oily, so highlight just like does nothing for me. But I will put just a little bit on to show you. Really, really pretty shade. I know we've all probably tried this and have it, but just to show you, really, really like that highlight when I do wear it. Now for lips, I just dropped my lip liner clear across on the floor and I'm like stuck in here. And so that was fun trying to get out and not move anything and get this. Okay, so this lip liner is Wet n Wild and it is the gel lip liner. This is in the shade Bear to Comment. It is very good. I was looking through this one and I was trying to base this one or Essence and I noticed that this one is cheaper. So the Wet n Wild wins. Though I'm just gonna line kind of outside my bottom lip just a little bit to create kind of a shadow. And then just a little bit on the top, but I really avoid the corners. Like I was saying before, one trick I like to do sometimes is use eyeshadow to, oh, I just got that everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. I like to use eyeshadow to kind of line my lips a little bit. So I'm gonna use my angled brush that I used for my eyebrows. I think I'm gonna do this shade right here and I'm just going to get a little bit and just kind of line where I put that liner. And you can see the shadow it makes right there. It's so pretty. It's such a good trick. You don't always need lip liner. You can use eyeshadow. And we're kind of contouring the lips like you would contour your face or your eyes. Same thing. You know, you can use this to do the same thing. I'm just going to go along the edges on the outside. A little bit on the top. I notice I kind of like the top a little more bare and then more emphasis on the outsides and then underneath. But look how pretty that is. And that's just eyeshadow. That's just this shade from this e.l.f. palette. Just a little bit there. I just love it. I think that it makes your lips look bigger. It just creates that shadow. You could even just throw on like a lip mask over this and it would just look, it would look great. For lipstick, I guarantee you this is the cheapest lipstick on Amazon ever. Like cheapest one you can find is this. It is by Black Radiance. This is such a hidden gem. I can't even tell you. I have a couple of these different shades. I think it's for a deeper skin tone, but it is such a good lipstick. It's probably $1 to $2. This is the shade I have. It is the shade, it's like 5011A. I don't think it has a name. 5011A. It's a cool tone. It is so pretty. These are such good lipsticks for $2, $1. And I just do a little bit. I mean, look how pretty that cool tone shade is. Just dab. Obviously, you can make these way more opaque and put them all on, you know, or you can just dab. And it just gives such a pretty color. And these last a long time. I love these lipsticks so much. No one's ever talked about them ever. They're so good and they are obviously the cheapest that I have. And then just to throw on top of that, especially this time of year, I love my LA Girl Lip Plumper. I don't know if you tried this before, but this is a tinted one. It smells like Christmas. It smells like when you go get those Christmas pine cones at like Smith's at like a grocery store and they smell like cinnamon and you buy the pack of the pine cones that smell like cinnamon and you bring them home. That is exactly what this smells like. It is the best Christmas cinnamon smell ever. And I love it. And so I'm just going to get a little bit. It definitely plumps your lips too. It has a little bit of a pink shade. I put it on top of so many things, especially around this time of year. My lips smell like Christmas. I just can't even tell you. You got to try it if you like that smell. Oh, it's the best. Oh, I love it. It's Christmas. It's Christmas cinnamon pine cones. Even on its own, it's really pretty too. It's just a really pretty tinted pink. It's not a bright pink. It's just a really, really soft, pretty light pink and very wearable. I love that whole lip combo. I think that's so pretty. Here is my finished look. I know my hair is a little crazy today. I had it in like twists to dry and I took it out and I'm like, I don't know if I should redo it or just go with it today. I think I'm just gonna go with it. But here's the look. I really love this makeup. You know, cheap makeup works really great. I think we can get such a pretty look and it doesn't need to be expensive high-end makeup. I'm really all about that on my channel. I really love to show cheaper makeup, drugstore. I love prestige as well. I mean, definitely that's fun too, but you just don't need to spend a lot on makeup, you know. This is great. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And please subscribe and join me and help me grow. I really would appreciate it. And I will see you soon in my next one.